Order in life is very, very important, because, for instance, you see a building, you want to start a building. You don't start from the roof, you start from the foundation. You build a solid foundation so that the house can stand firmly over time and won't collapse, which might lead to loss of lives and a lot of hazards that would come along the way if the foundation is not the primary thing that you start from. So there's an order to a lot of things. The number one thing you have to learn before you understand female nature, before you hop on Bodygame, before you start going wild for money, is you must seek God. You must seek God. Most people live their lives and not understanding that there is something, there is a spiritual element that regulates everything you see. Why I'm saying you must find God is the fact that when you find God, there is a consciousness that you breathe, you inhale and exhale every single day. And every system would have to fit into that consciousness and not the other way around. And not the consciousness fitting into different systems and ideologies and philosophies of life. When you are grounded, when you seek God, and when you are genuine about it, about going after God, there will be a lot of transformative things that would happen to you. The way you will see life will be totally different than someone who would just hop into understanding female nature, understanding doing Bodygame and chasing after money, or going about money. So there are two different things. But when you seek God, it's much more like you would be controlled in some sense. You would be able to filter out stuff, a lot of things that are not coherent with the scriptures. Because at the end of the day, or someday, or go back to the dust and go back to where we came from, if you are a spiritual person and if you believe that God exists. And it's important because so you don't get lost in hedonism, in pleasure, in carnality. You don't get lost in it. Because at the end of the day, even Solomon, who was like the wisest king, the wisest person on earth, at the end of the day, after experiencing everything, he said, everything is vanity. Everything is vanity. There's nothing new under the sun. There's no method, there's no anything, technique, any way of getting money, anyway, anything you say is Bodygame. There's no how you sculpt your body and to be so perfect, that has not been done before. And there's no ideas of attracting women that has never existed before. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything has happened. Virtually everything has happened under the sun. There's no invention. It's just that we are just regurgitating the same things, but in different ways. We are just repackaging things, ideas and ideologies that have existed before we existed. This is deep. There's nothing new under the sun. That's like a baseline statement where we build on a lot of things, other things in life. There is nothing new under the sun. So that's why when you seek God first and you understand how God thinks, you move differently. When you apply different systems and ideologies of life, you move differently. I've seen a lot of people who started without seeking God and became captives to lust, became captives to a lot of things. And even people who seek God first and at the same time dwindled into different carnal escapades, and they are no more. It could go both ways. But one thing, the best thing you will do is to seek God first, because there's a consciousness that comes with it, with the way you interact with a lot of systems and ideologies. There's a way you see life differently, and there's how you attack it, and there's how you confront life in general. That's my message to you guys, because I don't think I'll be here actually, sharing my stories about my relationships, especially with women. Because one thing is, at 28, that was when I started becoming intimate with women. But my earlier years, my teens till my early 20s, actually my late teens to my late 20s, yes, was mostly devoted towards God, because I was seeking God. I just wanted to know Him on a deeper level. That was why I wasn't promiscuous. I didn't start any intimate affairs with women when I was younger. Some people lost their V card when they were 10 years old, but me, I didn't lose mine at that age. Mine was at 28. That's why my story is quite peculiar and different from the rest of the people who will be talking about dating. I have a different ideology and the way I see things. That's why I will always say, you don't have to spin 1,000 plates. You don't have to spin 1,000. If you spin 1,000 plates, you become a dog. And there's no how you won't get addicted to lust. You'll be consumed with lust. Let me put it that way. You will definitely be consumed with lust. There's nowhere to run to. You're consumed. There's no how. Like there was a saying someone said, it was like, it's better to, slay 50 quality boxes, as in you have like 50 body counts and their quality, like you have 50 body counts, you are able to slay just 50 body counts in your entire life. Like that's better than you're slaying 1,000 boxes. and it's much more of like the quantity than quality. You see, you will probably die. You probably die before you get to the 1,000 bucks. So those are the things, because you might probably catch a very incurable sickness or illness that will just keep you bedridden for the rest of your life. There are a lot of things that people won't tell you. When you go into female nature, or you are dating a lot of women, spinning plates and all that, there are a lot of things they won't tell you. That's why when you seek God first, there's this, God regulates the way you move, the way you think. You can stay months, years without. This one is like your choice. It's your choice. It's not like you are women are stopping you from having those having boxes. You understand? This one is you decide I want to stay for 6 months, 1 year, 5 more years. You can decide to, because there is something that has been deposited inside of you as a result of your contact with God. It's deep, it's deep, it's deep, it's deep. I can't explain it, but for me, if I decide not to, slay any box, I can stay for as long as I want, because I know the strength to do that is not myself, though. You get, it's not myself, and there are other ways I could just go about it that is not meant for this video. So you have to seek God first at the end of the day. In the beginning of the video I was struggling to speak, but right now you have to seek God first. So when you are consumed with God, it will seep into other systems, other ideologies of life, because Bodygame is an ideology. Going after money, making money is an ideology. That's the way I see it. The last one, understanding female nature, is an ideology. You see? So somehow God's consciousness will seep into these systems and help you navigate through the murky waters of life. So you need a superpower, a supernatural power actually helping you move. If not, you get lost in a lot of addictions. Addictions is one of those things that could make or break you. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see in the next video. Forgive me for struggling. I was just struggling to come up with what I have to say for today, but I hope you guys finally enjoyed the video though, and we'll see in the next video. Have a great day and stay blessed. Bye.